Hello everyone. So today we'll be talking about another JavaScript array method. Its name is reduce. What this method will do, this method will work on each element of the array and reduce it to one single value based on the logic that was written in the callback function. Looks complicated, right? So we'll see with some examples very soon. This method will require another callback function, and that function will basically take two parameters. One is called accumulator and another is called currentValue, and the second parameter is the current index or the initial value of the accumulator. So let's take an example. So I have this array of numbers, and now what I want to sum up all the elements and give me the summation of all the elements. So what I can do, let me store the sum of numbers, and what I will do, I will execute the reduce function. Now this reduce function will take a callback function which needs a accumulator, as I said, the first one, and then a current value, and then what it will do, it will return accumulator plus current value, and another parameter that it needs is the initial value. So now if I do a console.log and numbers, sorry, I don't want to make a spelling mistake here, and if I execute now, I can see, sorry, I have to print the sum of numbers, not the numbers. So if I execute now, I can see this is the 306. 306 is basically a summation of all the numbers of the array. So what is basically doing, to give an easy example, let's take my arrays like 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I know the summation of all this number is like 4 and 3, 7, 7, 2, 9, and 10. So now if I execute, I'm getting 10. So let me explain how this works. So this 0 is basically, first of all, the reduce method will work on each of the element of the array. So the first time, state 1, when the first, or loop 1, in the loop 1, what is happening, accumulator is 0, and 0 is basically this one, right? I'm passing 0 is the initial value of the accumulator, and the current value is the first element of the array, which is 1. So it's returning accumulator plus current value, which is 0 plus 1, and that value is getting stored in the accumulator. So now accumulator is becoming 1. So that's loop 1, right? Let's see what is happening at loop 2. So this is loop 2 now. So what is happening in loop 2? When the loop 2 starts, accumulator is 1 and the current value is 2. So 2 plus 1, 3. So accumulator is becoming 3. In the loop 3, accumulator is 3. Current value is 3. So 3 plus 3, accumulator is becoming 6. In the last loop, that is loop 4, sorry, this is loop 3 and this is loop 4, accumulator is 6. Current value is 4, as you can see from the array, and then accumulator is becoming 10. And that's the final result that we are seeing here. So this is a way how we can use the accumulator reduce function to reduce the elements of the array and give a single number based on the logic that you have written. So one quick thing I just want to let you know here, if I don't pass any value here, what will happen? It's still becoming 10 because that's the default value. If I pass 2, it's becoming 12 because initially it's 2. So 2 plus 1 becomes 3. Then 3 plus 2 becomes 5. Then 5 plus 3 becomes 8. And 8 plus 4 becomes 12. So this 2 is basically the initial value of the accumulator. Definitely, this also works on the array which contains some object, right? So let me create an array. So this is the array that I have, employees, these are the name of the employees, and these are the expenses. So what I'm trying to figure it out, what is the total expense of all the employees? So I can do that this way. Let total expense equals to employees dot, and I will use the reduce function, and reduce function will take, as we know, accumulator, but you can give it any name. There's no hard and fast rule that you always need to give accumulator, right? You can give like, ABCD also. And then what it will do, it will give you, it will return accumulator plus current value is basically this entire object. Why this current? Oh, I did a spelling mistake here. So it should be current value. Now current value dot expense, and let me pass the initial value, which is 0. With that, if I do a console.log of my total expenses, I will get the result. My total expense is 254. So this is the way we can use the reduce function on an array which contain list of object. There is one thing that we can also do, maybe a funny thing or a quick thing to know. Let's say I have a words, hello Canada, how are you, and I want to concatenate all the words and make it a sentence. So the way I can do that, I can take example of the reduce function. So words dot reduce, same thing. So accumulator ACC, and let's say current value CV, and then what it will return, it will return you ACC accumulator, right, plus a space and then CV. And then if I print the sentence, I will get this undefined. Wow, why? Sorry, it should be there. I'm missing the return statement. Yep, you can see it's actually concatenate all the words or all the elements of the array and create a single string here. So here is hello Canada, how are you? I hope you like this video. So I'll see you in the next one. Till then, thank you. Bye bye.